One-page websites, are they a go? Today, I want to dive into the popular web design trend of the one-page website. Are they the right fit for your business? What are the pros and cons? I'll break it all down in this video. If we haven't met, I'm Jenny B. I love working with creative service providers to design a beautiful online home that reflects their brand and attracts their ideal clients. First off, what exactly is a one-page website? As the name suggests, it's a website that fits entirely on one page rather than having multiple pages. The one page contains all the typical website elements like headlines, text, images, calls to action, and more. And it scrolls vertically rather than clicking between the pages. This one-page approach has become a hot trend recently, I'd say. When designed well, a one-page site can create a really focused, immersive experience for the visitors. It allows you to walk them through your entire story or pitch in one seamless scroll. So who is a one-page website right for? Here are some major benefits that I've seen. For starters, it's great for a business who doesn't have an extensive amount of content to share. If you just need to share briefly the basics of who you are, what you do, how to contact you, then a single page website is really, really perfect. You avoid having too much empty real estate across multiple pages. Creative agencies, freelancers, consultants often do really well with that one pager that highlights their portfolio, their services, and their social proof, those client testimonials. A one-page site is also a lower budget option compared to paying for a multi-page site. You can get online with a streamlined message while you build up some extra investments for something larger down the road. Newer businesses just starting out also benefit from that simplicity and flexibility of that one-page website. It lets you establish your brand while allowing room to grow, and you can evolve that messaging over time. A lot of clients that I work with who are just starting out don't even have a visual identity. So we go through their branding process. They get that whole logo, colors, fonts, everything in that suite. And then we build that one-page website. And it's a great place to start because then you have a solid visual brand and you have a one-page representation of you online. And then from there, you can grow into your website and continue to add on to it. But it simplifies the project and it allows the barrier to entry to be a little bit smaller for those just starting out. While we're talking about simplicity, there is another advantage of the one-page design. It forces you to be really intentional and decisive with your content so that your visitors immediately see and absorb what you want to share with them. Some other benefits are faster load times because it's just one page, easy navigation, and responsive mobile design because you just have that single page. Now let's talk about the downsides because a one-page site isn't right for everyone. Here are some things to look out for. First, if you have a lot of in-depth information, details on multiple products and services, lengthy bios, then condensing everything into a single page website can be a little bit challenging. You risk an overly long page that overwhelms the visitor, and that's not what we want to do. Another thing to note is that navigating between the sections of a long page can be a little bit awkward depending on how long the page is because people aren't clicking links to visit specific pages. They just have to keep scrolling. Although I will say, we're getting more and more used to scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, so I think this is becoming less of an issue as we move forward. One-page sites are also kind of trendy right now. I see them a lot, and sometimes they may come across as overly slick in some industries, but in my mind, the whole point of the site is to showcase who you are, what you do in a personal way, so that if you keep that as your goal, as you're building this one-page website, then you can make it work for you. A one-page website can really be an awesome choice for some businesses, but it definitely doesn't work for all of them. The best way to decide is to carefully understand your content needs, analyze those, as well as the industry needs. If you do decide to opt for a one-page design, here are some tips. Start by mapping out the distinct sections. This will prevent it from becoming one big, huge block of text. Common sections that we like to include are that headline and the subhead. I like to do an about section, one on your services and products with pricing. I have a whole other video about pricing that I can link below. And then, of course, your social proof, those testimonials, how to get in touch with you, and then your social links in the footer. I also suggest using clear visual separation between those sections that keeps them from blending together. You can use background colors, blocks, vertical spacing, icons, illustrations, just something to understand that it's section by section. And then prioritize ruthlessly. Cut out any content that isn't absolutely essential. Be very concise and impactful with your wording. And break things up with quality graphics, charts, videos, images, multimedia elements. That engages the visitor and they don't lose interest while they're scrolling such a long page. Be sure, of course, to optimize for mobile responsiveness. It's so important. And the sections should stack vertically in a logical way on mobile view. And there you have it. So while one-page websites certainly aren't right for everyone, they can be a really strategic choice for the right brand and budget and content needs. Focus on crafting that experience that walks the viewers through a concise yet compelling narrative from top to bottom. If you have any questions on one-page sites, feel free to drop them in the comments below. And be sure to like and subscribe for more web design tips. I'll see you next time.